Hello, everyone. Hello, and welcome, Elizabeth.
Thank you.
My name is Betsy. I live right here in Salem. Thank you for all being here today to hear from Elizabeth and to knock on doors, talk to our neighbors, and tell them why she is the best candidate in this race. Woo! I am here today because Elizabeth is a champion of the middle class who will fight for families like mine. Many middle-class families can barely breathe, but Elizabeth understands what we're going through and the burdens that we carry. For more than 10 years, I have worked multiple jobs to make ends meet. I was down to 2 during the Obama administration, but now I'm back up to 3. When I was a young mother, I can't imagine the difference having access to universal, affordable childcare would have made in my life. It would have helped me immensely when my 2 kids were younger, and now that they're older, I'm worried for them. My daughter graduated college in 2018 and has a good job, but I know that her student debt weighs heavily on her mind and will stay with her for years in the future. My son is a sophomore in college and will soon face the same problem. It's hugely important that we invest in education and in our children, and Elizabeth has a plan to do just that. As a parent, I want what's best for my kids, and Elizabeth can help us get there. We need to elect a president we can trust to fight for us, and I know that Elizabeth will fight for us all the way. That's why I'm in this fight, and I'm so proud to be here. Please, everyone, help me welcome Elizabeth Warren.
Thank you, Betsy. Thank you, 2 Betsies. Hello, Salem. And thank you, Betsy. You know, we have double Betsies here doing this, so exactly right. Thank you all so much for being here today. Yeah, I sound a little hoarse. I picked up a cold, 1 hug too many in the selfie line. Nevertheless, I persist. You know, I particularly want to thank you all for being here today, though, because this is how I think about the race. Betsy has framed the core issue. She's exactly right. I look at it this way. We have a country that just keeps working better and better and better for those at the top. Works better and better and better for the billionaires. Works better and better and better for the corporate executives. It's just not working for the rest of America. And here's the thing. We now have a chance in 2020 to turn that around. That's what democracy is all about. But it's about the kind of race we run. You know, when I made the decision to get into this fight, to run for president, it's exactly what Betsy talked about. It's a lifetime of work fighting for working families. That's why I got in the race. But I had to make a decision not only about that, but also how I would run the race. And I made the decision from the beginning. I was not going to sell access to my time. I was going to do this through grassroots fundraising, that's it. It meant that I made a big bet on you. Because here's how I see it. If we live in a democracy where the only way a democratic presidential candidate can be chosen is if that candidate either sucks up to the billionaires and the corporate executives or is a billionaire and can reach in his own pocket to fund the campaign, then we're going to have a country that just keeps working better and better and better for the billionaires and the corporate executives. So the way I see this, what you're doing today is about the things we're fighting for, but it's also about fighting for our democracy. It's about fighting for a democracy where the rich and the powerful may have more shoes than we do, they may have more cars than we do, they may have more houses than we do, but they don't own a bigger share of our democracy than we do. So every time you knock on a door, every time you talk to somebody in line ahead of you at the grocery store, every time you make a phone call, you're repairing a little thread in our democracy. You're making this democracy work, not just for those at the top, but for everyone. So I'm grateful to you for what you're here today to do. Because here's the amazing thing. We have this opportunity in 2020, unlike anything we've seen in generations. We have this opportunity to say we're going to be a different America, an opportunity in 2020 to get in these fights and not just go back to say business as usual after Donald Trump, but actually to make this country work, not just for those at the top, but make it work for everyone. Here's how I see this. 2020 is our chance to win the fight for a Green New Deal and save our planet. '20 is our chance to win the fight for Medicare for all and save our people. And billionaires, watch out. 2020 is our chance to get a 2-cent wealth tax and invest in an entire generation of young people. I believe in you, and I believe in what we can do together. 2020 is our time to dream big, fight hard, and win. Thank you for being here.
Okay, Elizabeth will be staying to do selfies with anyone who wants one. If you're in the ADA section first, please.